San Francisco 49ers.
We are the Seattle Seahawks.
We both come from the West,
but are now the last two NFC teams standing.
Pretty apparent these teams don't like each other.
Just one game away.
Just one game away
from playing in the Super Bowl.
This postseason, we have become the road warriors to be reckoned with.
Today, our 12th man will be in full force.
Two cool quarterbacks.
Two tough runners.
And the hardest hitting defenses in the entire NFL.
It's going to be a battle of epic proportions.
This is the last battle on the journey to Super Bowl 48.
And it's right now.
And it's right now on Fox.
On Fox.
Just 1 year after storming onto the NFL scene as a third-round pick, Seattle's Russell Wilson is now just one win away from reaching the Super Bowl. Also a year ago, Colin Kaepernick exploded onto the NFL scene. Now his 49ers could become the first team in nearly a decade to make it to back-to-back Super Bowls. So, two of the best young quarterbacks in the game square off in the loudest stadium in the world. In fact, in last week's playoff contest, Seattle fans produced a small earthquake. Who knows what the Richter scale will register tonight in what is a dream matchup. Two division rivals, two hard-hitting teams. The San Francisco 49ers take on the Seattle Seahawks in a winner-take-all battle for the NFC Championship, which means a trip to the Super Bowl.
Easy. Jim Harbaugh, Colin Kaepernick, and against the Seahawks, they made sure that nobody crossed the line. But the owner, Paul Allen, raised the 12-man flag. This place goes nuts. It's unlike any place in America. And Ann Wilson from Heart, Seattle fame, singing the national anthem. She was great. Russell Wilson. It's all the Wilsons. But unfortunately, everybody's heart in Seattle was in their mouth. On the first play from scrimmage, Aldon Smith strips the ball from Russell Wilson. It's a fumble, and San Francisco has it.
All the Wilsons in the house, but it starts better for Smith. Aldon Smith, great play containing Russell Wilson, not letting him get past him and knock the ball out.
And Russell Wilson fell to How Does It Feel to Be Alone? One of the great songs of all time by Heart. All right, on to the football game. The defense holds them to only a field goal, so it's 3-0. And now Wilson with time to Doug Baldwin makes a nice catch late in the third quarter. Navarro Bowman, until a really rough injury late in the game, one of the many Niner defenders that played just unbelievably strong football with a sack of Wilson, keeping him under pressure. Now, second quarter, Colin Kaepernick. Let me look. No, I'm gone. Kaepernick, he could go all the way, almost all the way, 58 yards.
Yeah, a great long stride, good awareness of where the exit door is, and the best athlete on the field.
Third and goal at the one. Anthony Dixon is in for the touchdown, and that's what they call it. Frank Gore dinged the play before he came out. But hold on, they're going to review where did the ball come down. Ooh, maybe short of the goal line.
One foomph line.
The one foomph line, they go under the hood. And they now go to fourth and goal. Dixon goes, okay, we get the point. It's a touchdown. And San Francisco on the road is up 10-0. Here come the Seahawks. Russell Wilson trying to shake off that rough start. Nobody open. Let me buy time. Let me throw it against my body. And let me find Doug Baldwin deep of two defenders.
In typical Russell Wilson fashion, the Seahawks can't do anything offensively. A design rollout, just get a little bit of yardage. They drop off the zone, say, you know what? No, I'm just going to scramble around, create some space for myself, let my receivers work, flip my hips, and drop the dime downfield to Baldwin to get things going for the Seattle Seahawks.
The Niners defense would stiffen, give up only a field goal. It's a 10-3 game. Under a half a minute to go in the second quarter. Wilson. Justin Smith is chasing him, and it's off the hands of Golden Tate, but Carlos Rogers, unnecessary roughness. It was that sort of game.
Well, with the stakes this high, you would think that the official, and you can see him looking right at Tate to see how hard he's going into the crowd there, but you would hope he would have kept that flag in his pocket.
But it's okay because it was called after the fourth down, and so the Niners get the ball and they take a knee. And so now we go to halftime. It's 10-3. Third quarter, Marshawn Lynch. Uh-oh, it's a beast quake. There are 4 Niners, but they can't get him. 40 yards, touchdown, Seahawks tied at 10.
A really well-blocked play by the Seattle Seahawks offensive line, but this move Marshawn Lynch makes right here is ridiculous. A man of his size, you're always worried about taking him on head-on. When he can make that lateral move and create space for himself, he's unstoppable.
And now the Niners. They had avoided an early fumble by Michael James, but they didn't lose it. Now, Kaepernick is hit by Michael Bennett, but the center, Johnny on the spot. Jonathan Goodwin picks it up and rumbles for 6 yards.
Yeah, great job of whacking the ball out, getting it on the ground, and a great job for the center to pick it up for the San Francisco 49ers.
Now 2nd and 8, Tom, and Trent Kaepernick scrambling. He's got time. He's got presence, and he's got Anquan Bolden. Did you see the jump pass? I wish we could see. Well, nobody saw it again, but we saw what Bolden did. Unbelievable, both ends of the field.
It's absolutely ridiculous. The first part of this play, Cap's in the air, finishes it off with Bolden with the great throw. Look at Cap avoid the rush, and then right here, he is going to be airborne, both off the ground. The ball is still in his hand, and he rips it down the field to beat Earl Thomas to Anquan Bolden. That's as good a football play as you will ever see.
And on the back end, defending, as you point out, was Thomas, as good a safety as there is in the game. So now it's 17-13. Wilson to Zach Miller, but he's short of the first down. But on 3rd and 22, could they pick up enough to get Stephen Hauschka to try a field goal? He kicked a field goal earlier, and Pete Carroll said, you know what, let me talk it over. Wait a minute, why call a timeout to run another offensive play? Because maybe they took 2 minutes to come up with this. 4th and 7. Russell Wilson to Jermaine. First eye look at the curse. 35-yard touchdown, 20-17, the Seahawks' first lead.
Yeah, very smart play by Russell Wilson. You get cursed down the seam. There wasn't offside. He knew this was a free shot down the field. Great delivery of the football and great concentration.
Oh.
I mean, look, he just put it right on the numbers.
It was Velcro on the one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes,
actually.
right on the number.
Yeah.
So now Jim Harbaugh's Niners trail Pete Carroll's Seattle Seahawks. Here comes the rush again against Kaepernick in the form of Cliff Averill. Averill looping, swatting, ball loose, Michael Bennett. And there it is. The Seahawks are going to go up by 10. Oh, my goodness, the turnover forced by Averill. The place in a frenzy. Seahawk fans can feel it. But on 3rd and goal, here's the play again.
And all day long, Cap's been beating the Seahawks with his legs, but Cliff Averill doesn't stop. Relentless motor, chops the ball. Bennett there to pick it up. Huge play for the Seattle Seahawks defense.
So now here we go with 3rd and goal. The Seahawks trying to put the stamp on an avalanche, if you will. Wilson to curse, but look at Navarro Bowman. Oh my goodness, either a leg or a knee or both. But Bowman comes down with the ball, but they don't call it that way. The Niners says it's our ball. This is strange.
But I saw it the first time. I mean, what a great play by Navarro Bowman. Snatches the ball away before the offensive player is on the ground, has control of the football, should have been San Francisco football, got hurt in the process.
Well, it took a long time until Seattle maintains the ball. It's a non-reviewable because it was not a turnover, which seems goofy. But again, clear heads prevailed, if you will, although from the Seahawks' point of view, they don't like that Marshawn Lynch never got his hand on the ball, and it goes backwards, and San Francisco not only stops him at the 1, they pick up about 12 yards.
And how about the competitive temper in the San Francisco 49ers defense after all that just happened? Bad call, losing the soul of your defense, Navarro Bowman, to a brutal injury. They stand up on the 4th and 1, stop the Seattle Seahawks, jar the ball loose, and actually pump it out to about the 10-yard line.
So now here is San Francisco, under 8 to go, down 20-17. Colin Kaepernick looking left to Bolden, but Cam Chancellor is about 8 feet tall, the safety, with the pick.
Colin Kaepernick feels as if he could layer this ball over Cam Chancellor. Cam Chancellor does a great job getting depth and width. Nearly an impossible throw to make for a quarterback. Goes up and makes a play on the ball. Bad decision by Colin
Like the
Kaepernick.
Green Bay game, right? But the Packers didn't get it. You
Yes.
put it out, Trent. So Seattle now again trying to put the hammer down. Russell Wilson to Golden Tate. He has it. He doesn't have it. He has it, the first down. My goodness, we had everything in that play. It's a first down, field goal, 23-17. 2 minutes. But they put 2:01 back, and that was important. Because on 4th and 2, not yet the 2-minute warning. Colin Kaepernick, here's your game. Hits Frank Gore for a first down. Now they get the 2-minute warning. They saved the timeouts. 3rd and 2. Colin Kaepernick, a minute to go. Michael Crabtree makes a catch but stays inbounds.
Yeah, it looks like the exact same route that got picked.
Wow.
Great catch by Crabtree, but you wish he had gotten out of bounds.
Well, Kaepernick now to Vernon Davis. He was quiet, but it's a first down. Tick, tick, tick. It's 32 seconds to go. And Kaepernick, they need a touchdown. And they're going to go to the right corner. It is hit by Richard Sherman into the hands of Malcolm Smith. Sherman batting the ball away from Michael Crabtree. And there it is. You psych, bro.
And one of the great plays you will ever see. It's a good throw by Colin Kaepernick. Richard Sherman, an incredible play. But how about Malcolm Smith, a linebacker, chasing a fade route down just to be around the ball? What the Seahawks preach, what they're all about. And he's there to finish off a play by intercepting it. Most linebackers stay 10 yards from the end zone and aren't there to make that play.
And at the end, the normal, so we'll see you next season in the NFC West. That's how they play it. They played it to the end. And for the second time in team history, to the chagrin of the defending NFC champions, Jim Harbaugh, Colin Kaepernick, and the Niners, the Seattle Seahawks. And you know what? Two guys have battled a long time. Has a good handshake. They respect what each other has done with their teams. They respect the way they play football because they do it the same way. But the 12th man, the man, the way it turned out all right for all the Wilsons in the house and all the 12th men, the 68,000 12th men, the 3 million 12th men in the Pacific Northwest. And it's not a question of, well, maybe this time it'll be different because the Seahawks are going on to New York to play in Super Bowl 48.